Hello, I'm Jordan from Bring Me the Horizon. Wanted to say thanks to Nikki Sixx and Jen from the Sixth Sense Show for having me on, and I'm going to answer some questions I've got here for the Ask Anything chat. First thing it says to tell you that our new record is out today, so go and buy it now. Megan from East Longmeadow says, what are you most looking forward to with the American tour? I guess playing our new songs will be cool, see the reaction we get, and also we've got some crazy production we're bringing out this time to America. It's like all these tube lights and stuff, so kind of excited to see how that looks. Yeah, so, and also watching Paris, because they're supporting, and I'm a really big fan of their album, so those three things. What's next? Alana from Southampton. What would you be doing right now if you weren't together as a band? I don't know if that means weren't together as a band as in like weren't even a band, or whether she means like I was just at home, not on tour. But I'm going to assume that's what she means. If I was at home and I wasn't here with the rest of the band, I'd be hanging out with my dog, so that's the answer to that. If we weren't in a band, I guess I'd be working in Tesco's, probably serving someone right now on a till. Tyler from Derby. You're my favourite band and I can listen to you all day long without getting bored. What band can you listen to without getting sick of? Motley Crue. Next. Josie from New York. What's your favourite state to play in America? Probably Florida, because I really like Orlando. I like the parks and that, so I guess that one. And also when we're coming to America next, it's while Halloween Horror Nights is on, I'm big into that, so yeah, I'll go for Florida. Nathan from Peterborough. What is your favourite song off of That's the Spirit? I'm going to say I like them all, for the record. It'd be weird if I didn't at this stage. I think Doomed probably is the one that we worked the hardest to get right, and it was a really complicated song to get right, and I think we really got it right, so I think that's probably the one that I feel most proud of. But also I really like Avalanche. I really like them all, but yeah, that one. Maddie from Salisbury. What was your first purchase you made on the money that you've earned as a member of the band? It's a very personal question, Maddie from Salisbury. It was my house, but I haven't actually paid it all off, but I just paid a little bit off. We're not that rich. Well, I'm not anyway, so a long way to go yet. Richard from London. Very vague. Could be anywhere in London. And could be any Richard. There's probably a million Richards in London. Dick from London. What are your thoughts on your music increasingly being enjoyed by the younger generations? I think it's a good thing, Dick. I think I think actually we've noticed a bit more of a wide variety of people coming to the shows and that now. There's a few older people who I never would have thought would have come to see us. So yeah, it seems to be kind of a like random mix. But yeah, I think it's a good thing, and I mean anyone who likes our band is cool. So yeah. Estuardo from New York. I like that name, Estuardo. How long did it take to write and record That's the Spirit? We started writing on the 7th of January and we finished on the 7th of July. So that's 7 months total. We wrote for about 3 months and then we recorded for about 2, and then we had mixing and mastering and stuff, and yeah, it was quite a long process. Lots of hard work went into it, and we self-produced it as well, me and Ollie. So it was a lot of a lot of hard work, and it's out today. So yeah, go and get it. Amy from Exeter. If you could only ever play one of your songs ever again, which would you choose? Great question, Amy. One song for the rest of time. I don't know. I guess it would have to be one where I do something rather than one of the old ones. So maybe one off the new album. I would say Avalanche. Rachel from Stranraer. I don't know how you say that. What do your fans mean to you boys? I'm 29, so I'm an old man. I think they're very important because they are the reason we're a band, really, I guess. And yeah, the reason everything exists for us in our band. So yeah, they're very important. I think we appreciate all the things they do for us, and yeah, our fans are cool. You know, they go out of their way to tell us how our music's helped them and stuff, and they're very passionate. And yeah, I think they're really important to us. Leanne from Manchester. Where do you see Bring Me the Horizon in 10 years? I have no idea. If we're still a band in 10 years, I think that will be a big achievement. I'll be nearly 40. Can you imagine that? So it'll be a funny looking band. We'll probably be a bit fatter, a bit bolder, and 10 years older. Faith from St. John. Who or what inspired you the most to become a musician? Probably my mum was really into music when I was younger. She didn't actually play an instrument, but she was just quite a musical person and liked having music on, so that kind of music was a big part of my life. I grew up with my mum and my sister for the most part, so yeah, it was just an important part of my upbringing. So and she encouraged me really early on to learn how to play music, and yeah, pretty much encouraged me all the way through to now. So yeah, my mum, I would say. Justice from Erie. Justice from Erie. Why is the album called That's the Spirit? It was Ollie's idea, actually. We just thought it was a cool phrase, and it kind of summed up the sarcastic, tongue-in-cheek, uplifting yet miserable tone of the album. It's a very English phrase as well, so I think we kind of liked that about it. It just seemed to pop up about the right time when we were thinking about possible names, and yeah, it just felt right, so that was it. Tracy from Messina. What goes into deciding what songs make the set lists for concerts? Pretty much at this stage the set lists kind of write themselves, and there's obviously there's a lot of the big songs for us that we want to put on there. So off the last album, Can You Feel My Heart, Shadow Moses, Sleepwalking, Anti-Vista's a really good one live, and it's good fun. I've forgotten one that's a good one off that album. House of Wolves is really good live because it's fast, and yeah, Go to Hell was a single, really good one. There's some old classics, Chelsea Smile we still play, and I like to play the older ones as well, but they don't tend to get in as much. But yeah, I like playing It Never Ends from the older albums because it's got really cool string part, which is quite fun to play. And then obviously the newer stuff is going down really well, so we're really excited playing that, so that always goes in as well as much as we can. We're still actually in the process of putting new songs in because yeah, the albums are not only just coming out, so yeah, hopefully on the American tour we're going to play a fair few off the new one as well. So yeah. question is rubbish. Mike from Detroit. What's your favourite Motley Crue song since you're on Nikki's show tonight? They're all brilliant. I'm not going to choose because there's too many absolute bangers. That's absolutely the truth. You can quote me on that. Louis from Brazil. Which songs from the new album will have videos? Louis, it's a good question. And that will depend on which we release as singles. And I don't know what they're going to be yet, but I think True Friends is going to have a video, I would imagine. Throne has a video. I think that Avalanche will have a video. I think Follow You will have a video. I think Oh No will have a video. And I think What You Need will have a video. And I think that will be it. I think potentially there may even be one more. That's basically me saying what I think might end up being singles off the album, but I don't know. Depends on what our record label want to do and everything, so cool. Kiara from Bury St Edmunds. Is it Kiara or Ciara? I'm going to go for Kiara. What song is your guilty pleasure? I don't really have guilty pleasures per se because I don't feel guilty about liking anything, so I guess Justin Bieber would be considered a guilty pleasure for someone in a metal band, but I don't feel guilty about that whatsoever. So I'm going to go for, at the moment, Justin Bieber, What Do You Mean? I like that song a lot. Or I like the Calvin Harris one, How Deep Is Your Love? They're both pop songs, but who cares? Terry from Cooper, what are your favourite music influences? I like Deftones, and I like Linkin Park, and I like Radiohead. I like a lot of electronic music as well, which is a good influence for me personally to get ideas for sounds and stuff for the band, so there's lots of different things. Cody from Birmingham, do you think you'll go back and do an album similar to older stuff after experimenting on That's the Spirit? Cody, I think you know the answer. No. Risa from St Albans, which song from your childhood stood out the most for you and why? Bartman. Do you remember that song, Bartman? You can't answer because you're a camera, but Do the Bartman. I had it on vinyl. I used to absolutely love it when I was younger. Do the Bartman, do the Bartman. Yeah, I used to listen to it a lot, so that one stands out to me. I don't know why that came to me, but it's obviously stuck in my head. So, Lynn from Beverly Hills. Sounds very fancy. Do you have any input on the merch you sell at the shows? Good question, Lynn. We do. Yeah, we make our own merch actually. We started doing that last year, so yeah, we make it and design it and choose what we take on tour. So yeah, it's very, it comes directly from us, and we're very involved in our merch. So, Chris from Orlando, what inspires you as a band? I guess other music is a big thing, things we listen to and like, and then I suppose lyrically everyday stuff, things you're going through and stuff that Ollie's been through personally is a big inspiration for the lyrics. So yeah, that's the answer to that. Have I got any more down here? Oh, I've got my final goodbye. Nikki Sixx, thanks for having me on your show tonight. I shouldn't have to read this. Best to you and the crew on the final tour. I can do that myself. Thanks to you and Jen for having me. It's been fun, and hopefully we'll be able to catch up with you in person when we're in America. Rock on.